Echo Fighters. What are they? What are they, to be exactly? It's kind of hard to explain because Echo Fighters are like a weird term that just been announced and when Super Smash Bros. Ultimate was announced, but I try to sum it up in the best way I can. Echo Fighters are basically another simple term for clones. Unlike semi-clones, clones are like Echo Fighters are basically a complete copy of a certain character, or a copy of a character with like one or two different moves. Examples of Echo Fighters are Princess Daisy, which is basically an Echo Fighter for Princess Peach, but the weird thing is that other than the animation, there's nothing very different about them, to my opinion. Chrome from Fire Emblem is an Echo Fighter for Ike, which I don't really see how there is basically an Echo Fighter if their Fire Smashes are different. And Dark Pit is an Echo Fighter for Pit, which is the several defined Smash is more or less the same character but with different animation. Yeah. Now you wanna know what's strange about some characters or Echo Fighters? Well, you think Echo Fighters can become their own character, just look at Luigi and Pichu. They were like different, but over time they became unique and their moveset became different that they became their own separate characters. But enough about that. In this video, I'm going to show my 6 characters or ideas I think that can become Echo Fighters for Super Smash Bros. Not could be like as a future DLC or for the next game, which we all know they're gonna make for the next system. But before that, I want to give some rules about my Echo Fighter idea pass very quick before I start off the actual video. Now, I don't want to say this, but I'm going to base this off the Echo Fighters I see. In order to become an Echo Fighter, you need to be from the same universe. And I mean like the actual same universe, like how Peach and Daisy are from Super Mario, Chrome and Ike is from Fire Emblem, Dark Pit and Pit is from Kid Icarus. That's what I meant by universe. Number 2, I see a connection, like the Echo Fighters not only have to be from the same universe, but they have to be around the same height. Like, not a big difference to the point that, you know, they're like separate characters. More like they have to be around the same height and the same width. Okay, maybe not the same width, but, around the same height. But the third one is, you don't actually have to have, the character can't, well, how can I say this? Some moves can be different, like 1 or 2 moves, like a special move, or like a final smash. Those moves can be different. But if there's like a bunch of different moves, then it's not really an Echo Fight anymore. And now I'm thinking about it now, I made a mistake. Chrome and Ike are to be seem like a big gap between the two that at the point I can see that in the next match game, Chrome won't be an Echo Fighter anymore. Kind of like how Dr. Mario became his own character. And speaking of Dr. Mario, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate introduced some new Echo Fighters. For this Echo Fighter DLC pack I'm imagining, it will not include characters from these following franchises. Super Mario, Metroid, Fire Emblem, Kid Icarus, 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 Kid Icarus, Street Fighter, and Castlevania. So with that said, let's begin. By the way, I'm not going to include Shadow the Hedgehog as part of my Echoes Fight DLC pack, mainly because he's part of my Assistant Trophy DLC pack, and he has more moves than Sonic to the point that I don't see him being an Echo Fighter for Sonic at all. Okay, now I will start with number one. Right now. Okay, number one of my Echo Fighter DLC pack. If I had to create the first Echo Fighter for Smash, or a new one for Smash, I think I would choose Dixie Kong as an Echo Fighter for Diddy Kong, which I just remembered that in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong was supposed to be one fighter together, but as development moved along and things changed, it went from Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong to just Diddy Kong, and Dixie Kong did not, you know, get the spotlight in the end. Yeah, but since the introduction to Echo Fighters in place, I think Dixie Kong may have a chance of, becoming an Echo Fighter in the near future. Now unlike my Blast DLC pack, there won't be that many music, and there will be no stages for each character. I mean, none. But for Dixie Kong, I chose Mount Dynamite from Donkey Kong Barrel Blast. Remember that game, that racing game? I miss Diddy Kong Racing. But anyways, I chose some of the characters from Cass and Clug from Barrel Blast, along with Rabbit Cranky from Mario plus Rabbit Donkey Kong's Adventure, and Sumo Kong, Dread Kong from, what's that game called? Jungle Beat, and Banana Bird. Okay, looking at Banana Bird was actually a brand new, and I did not know that was a thing in the Donkey Kong universe. Okay, as for Dixie Kong moveset, it would be exactly like Diddy Kong. Like the Bubblegum Pop Gun is basically just like Diddy Kong's Peanut Gun, but instead shoot bubblegum. And the Monkey Flip is basically the same thing. The Banana Peels is also the same thing. Maybe the Pop Guns would be like, I could put it, maybe it hurts, take less damage than Diddy Kong's Peanuts, but maybe it will shoot farther or have a longer range. And the only moveset I changed is the up special, which is the helicopter spin. You know that move where Dixie Kong move her ponytail and she can fly? Well, for a short while. It's basically that. And the banana bird. That one is completely different, and I did not know that was a thing until after I researched it. Apparently, at the end of Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie Kong and, the secret ending of that game, Diddy Kong and her cousin Kitty Kong right on top of the giant bird that looks like a banana was a creepy as they chase King K. Rool around the island. It would act just like Diddy Kong's Final Smash, but it's bigger but slower. Did it take damage? Did it take more damage than Diddy Kong's? No. But it's more likely you could get hit by the Final Smash. Now, as for the main difference, I think the only difference between Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong's moveset would probably be the special moves. That's probably it. Now we're going on to number two. Number two. Well, I know this is most likely a lesser chance than Dixie Kong, but maybe in the next game, but I have to choose Impa. Well, okay, not this Impa precise, and definitely not that one. And maybe not, Ocarina of Time, but I meant like the Emperor for Breath of the Wild. She would be an Echo Fighter for Sheik. She would be an Echo Fighter for Sheik. And I know what you guys probably thinking. She only has a spirit in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Impa can't be a character. I have to disagree. And here is my only proof. Okay, my only big proof to show you that even if she is a spirit, that doesn't mean that she's out quite yet. Min Min. You can't forget about Min Min. Min Min was a spirit at the very start of Smash Bros. Ultimate, but surprisingly, she got a chance to be a fighter. Oh, yeah, fighter and a spirit. Don't know why they kept the spirit around and didn't replace it. But that proves fan theories that even though you became a, even if a spirit is a spirit, that doesn't mean it has a chance, doesn't have a chance to become a fighter, because it does. It really does. Now this is the input I'm using as the model. Oh, one to be in Smash Bros. Ultimate, who's also a spirit, but still have a chance. I'm going to, for her music, I'm doing the Battle of Hyrule Field and the Guardian Menace from Hyrule Warrior Age of Calamity, which I can see as both canon and non-canon from the Astro franchise. If you don't know why I say both canon and non-canon, just watch the opening and it will all make sense. The opening for that game. After the spirits, I chose Lana and Sia, Lana's evil trend from Hyrule's Warriors. And Sidon, Yubu, Tiba, and Luigi from Breath of the Wild, who now have official artwork for some odd reason. I don't know how they got official artwork now instead of like at the very beginning, but I let bygones be bygones. Well, Impa has some similarity and differences from Sheik. One thing is she cannot crawl on the walls. Two, when she instead of throwing nails, she throw a katana, just one. But if you charge it up, she will teleport to wherever the kunai hits and deliver a kick. A burst grenade, instead of going on the ground, it will go in the air or float, goes or move slowly into the air before blowing up. Her vanish move would not take or deal any damage at all to anyone, and the bouncing fish will still be the same thing. After the Sheikah dance, she will create clones of herself and hits opponents, but they'll do the same amount of damage as Sheik's final smash. Okay, number three of this pass will be it may this character I'm choosing is a big stretch. And a lot of people may disagree with me, but I think I speak with everyone that this character really needs some love in his life, his/her life, and that character is Raichu. Yep, this character really needs some more love. the Echo Fighter for Pikachu, and the final form of the Pikachu family. Okay, Raichu. Maybe that's what I say is a big stretch, but I can see it being a potential fighter or a potential Echo Fighter per se. After the music, I did Birth of a New Duo from Detective Pikachu, which was actually hard to find the title of that song because, like I put it, it was hard. And the second Dark Matter fight, or battle, in Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. As for the spirits, I chose Bulbasaur, Charmeleon, Wartortle, Ghastly, Patel, Chandelure, and Prego with the job. It's a Pokemon from Smash Run and it's a ice type Pokemon from Pokemon Black and White. I don't know how to say the names. But I find it weird that all these characters, or the pre-evolved form of Ivysaur, the evolved form of Squirtle, the pre-evolved form of Charizard, and the Pokemon from Smash Run did not become a spirit for Ultimate, so I'm adding those Pokemon to the game. As for the Raichu special move, I'm not going to go too deep into it because it's basically the same. Thunder Jolt, Skull Bash, Volt Tackle, Quick Attack, Thunder, basically it's the same thing as Pikachu, since Raichu can learn the same moves as Pikachu. But as for the difference between Raichu and Pikachu, I would say that Raichu may be stronger than Pikachu, physically. Mm. But it may be a tad slower than Pikachu, and maybe, somewhat heavier than Pikachu. Saying like if you use Quick Attack too early, and you may drop to your death sooner than you think. Oh, in a way, Pikachu's faster, Raichu's stronger. Okay, now I have that out of the way, we can go to number 4. Alright, number 4 on my list is an Echo Fighter that we thought gonna be in the game when Echo Fighters was announced, but he/she did not make the cut at the very end. She is a spirit, she is a spirit in the game, and that character is the Ling. And he/she is an Echo Fighter for Inkling. And I keep on saying he/she is because, you can choose like whatever gender you want for Inkling in the game. And I also know that she's a spirit, but I always blame the situation with spirits when I was talking about Impa. So, yeah, let's go on to what you get with this character. Okay, for the Inkling, you get Nasty Majesty and Fly from Splatoon 2 Auto Expansion. From the expansion pack. And the spirit is Mr. Grizz, CQ Cucumber, Iso Padre, Commander Tartar, and Salamonida. Those salmon enemies from that somewhat weird zombie mode? Kinda like that. And it's kind of funny how, like, some of these characters I named don't have spirits. Probably because they don't have any artwork. But they do, but they don't. Hmm. Let me just go to the move set. As for the Octoling's move set or special moves, It's basically the same as, the Inklings. The Splat Roller, the Super Jump, the Splat Bomb. Well, the only thing that changed was the gun that the Octolings use, and that would be the Octo Shot. And I know the official name is Octo Shot Replica, but in the expansion pack, remember the final level where you have to escape out of the area? Well, the Octoling used the Octo Shot is the main weapon that Octolings, or the enemy Octolings use. I don't know if they're going to deal more damage or not, but the only thing I really changed is the final smash, which is the splash down. You know that move where you go leap up in the air and then short and come down, surround you with a bunch of ink. And this, for that move, I say the higher you can activate it in the air, and the higher you are from like the ground or an enemy, the more powerful it is, or the range will be bigger when you come down. But on the downside, if you use it in the air and there's nothing below you, it'll probably be an instant KO. Other than that, I think I'm done talking about Octolings for now. Okay, number 5. I can explain this. It's weird because that character is in the game. He's no doubt is a character in the game, but it's not like he's actually his own character in the game. And that character is Alph, who is basically going to be an echo fighter for Olimar, but Alph is an alternate costume for Olimar in Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo 3DS, Wii U, and Ultimate. Funniest thing I look up, it turns out when they was doing making the Nintendo 3DS and Wii U game, it turns out that Alph, who else? Alph, Lucina, Dark Pit, and Dr. Mario was going to be costumes for Mario, Pit, Marth, and Olimar. But eventually, they decided to make their own characters, or decided to make them their own characters. While they did Dr. Mario, Lucina, and Pit, they didn't have time to make Alph his own character, so they decided to keep him as a costume, just to save time. But now thinking about it, I can see I can see why, but I can also see why they haven't made Alph a character yet. But I can do see him being Echofight instead of his own character. But yeah. As for Alph, the music I choose was the Bingo Battle from Pac-Man 3. And as for the spirits, I'll choose the President Mushroom Pikmin, which is a Pikmin that you don't want to have in Pikmin. The Bowman Puffstroom, and the Bellamont Postfat. Man, saying those names is hard. Saying all those names is hard. And to be honest, I have not played. Oh, well, I have played a Pikmin game. I never finished a Pikmin game. I'm not the guy who like. How can I put this? Have you ever? Have you ever had fear when you was a kid, and you still kind of haven't got over it? Well, I'm scared bugs when I now can kill things or kill bugs. It's more like if I play a video game and it has bugs bigger, than my character, I get scared easily. Now for Alph's special moves, it'll be the exact same thing as Olimar. The Pikmin pluck, the Pikmin throw, wing of Pikmin, and Pikmin order. And at the end of the day, it'll be the same as, Olimar's, except for he would probably fly his ship. But now I'm thinking about it, his SS, no, I don't think it's SS Dolphin, but the ship that Alph and his crewmates was on, I believe is actually a lot bigger than Olimar's. So whether they decide to change the ship or keep the ship is up to Nintendo to decide on that one. But as of the difference between the Echo Fighter, between Alph and Olimar, and it is, I'll say there's only one main difference, and that is the type of Pikmin Alph would get. Sure, Alph would still get the red Pikmin, the yellow Pikmin, the blue Pikmin, the white Pikmin, and the winged Pikmin, but for the sake of Pikmin 3, he will not get the purple Pikmin. Instead, he will get the rock Pikmin. And the difference between the rock, I had to look up the difference between the rock Pikmin and the purple Pikmin because I thought it was like the same. Rock Pikmin was better. Apparently, I was kind of wrong. Apparently, the rock Pikmin may be the most durable compared to all Pikmin. Like he can't really get destroyed easily, I think. But I can know for a fact that he is not the most powerful Pikmin. He is still purple Pikmin, but the rock Pikmin can throw a little bit more. It's not as heavy compared to purple. He doesn't do that much damage compared to purple. But you can throw, but he has like, how can I put this? I believe the rock Pikmin maybe will be weaker than purple, but he's faster and can be thrown in a much wider range compared to purple. So in short, rock would be a little bit faster, but a little bit weaker than purple Pikmin. But he'd be good enough that, how can I put this? He'd be good enough to the point that players would have to decide whether or not they want Olimar or Alph at the end. Alright, for my last character of my Echo Fighters DLC pack, is a character that I absolutely wanted to be in Super Smash Bros. When I was a kid, and I still kinda do now. And that character is Miles Tails Prowler, who will be an Echo Fighter for Sonic the Hedgehog. And before you guys mention this, people will probably say, Tails is already in the Green Hill Zone stage. He can't be a fighter anymore. Well, I'm here to say that I'm back to prove you guys wrong again. Just like the implication saying that if you're a spirit, you cannot be in Smash. But I'm here to talk about that if you're part of stage, then that doesn't mean you're out. Or your chance of being smashed all gone. Now, remember in E3 when they announced Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo 3DS? We saw a certain character as part of the stage. Let me pull that up very quick. You see this right here, like all near the left of the picture? We see Toonling driving the train from, the Spirit Tracks. And when we first saw that in the trailer, we all thought that Toon Link will not be in the game at all. But after a few 5 months, I believe, I'm guessing. But after 5 months, we was all surprised. It will reveal in the Super Smash Bros. Website that Toon Link will be a playable character. And we was just, well, I was surprised. I actually thought he was not going to be in the game. It turns out if you play the Spirit Track stage as Toon Link, his mentor or his instructor, I forgot his name. I know what he looked like, but I forgot his name. But he will take the place of Toon Link if Toon Link is on the stage. So, I believe the same situation can happen to Tails if someone plays as Tails in the Green Hill Zone. Now let me go to the spirits. Now for Tails' special moves. Oh well, not special move. His music, I chose you can do anything from Sonic CD, the European Japanese version, and Race to Win from Sonic Rivals 2. And for his spirits, I chose Stick the Badger from Sonic Boom along with their Boom Sonic and Tails Boom counterparts, and Classic Sonic and Classic Tails. Okay, I'm from Sonic Generation slash or Sonic Mania and slash or the oldest Sonic games. Which is weird because when Sonic Generation came out, it was considered Classic Sonic was past Sonic, but because they changed the timeline of Classic Sonic's future, it's now a classic Sonic from an alternate dimension. It's weird. I understand now, but it's weird. As for Tails' special moves, I'll still give him the spin dash attack, the charge spin attack, and the home attack, which apparently people may not know this, but in Sonic Rivals, every character in the game has the home attack. Everyone, even Tails. But his up special will not be the spring or the bounce springs. It will be like the Tails copter, which is I don't think it's called Tails copter, but it's that move where Tails moves his tails around and allow him to fly. And his final smash will be just like Supersonic, but instead of turning to Super Tails, he'll go on the tornado and fly around. Probably slower than Supersonic, but somewhat powerful. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead for Tails. Other than that, I believe he cannot use the wall. He won't wall jump at all because I look it up. I did my research on most of these characters, and Tails cannot learn wall jump, or at least not yet. Now, as for his replacement in Green Hill Zone, if Tails is or if Tails will become a playable character and he goes to Green Hill Zone, I know one character that might replace Tails for that stage, and that will be Amy Rose. Just hear me out. While it's not like a complete, while Tails and Amy do not look the same, neither does Toon Link and his instructor in the Spirit Track game. And when that stage of Green Hill Zone was introduced, it was Tails, Knuckles, and Silver. while Sonic was a playable character and Shadow was an assistant trophy. Now in this now Ultimate, the concept is still the same, but Knuckles will not appear in Green Hill Zone at all. Well, only in the background. But those five characters all like a main or a big deal in the franchise. So replace Tails with Amy, since she has a big impact in the whole franchise too. Now, before I end this video off, let me tell you about some of the honorable mentions I have. It was ideas I had for the deals or for the Echo Fighters pass, but it kinda got scrapped when I thought things over. So let me give you some of the rejected Echo Fighters idea I had for this video. First, it was Galactic, a Galacta Knight, who's supposed from the Kirby franchise, who was supposed to be an Echo Fighter for Meta Knight. There is a good reason why I rejected this one, or scrapped this one. Number one is this character is kinda, non-canon. While you can argue his first appearance may be canon, well, to me it's kinda canon as you have to watch the cutscene and play my Meta Nightmare Ultra to understand his appearance. That canon or that game kinda makes sense, but all his other appearances does not make sense at all. Also, Meta Knight kinda has a costume that looked like Galactic Knight, so I rejected that character. Okay, another rejected Echo Fighter idea I had was Riolu from Pokemon, who was supposed to be an Echo Fighter for Lucario. And I had to do my research for this character, and turns out there's also one Riolu in the whole franchise that can learn the Aura Spear, which regular Riolus cannot learn. While I think this idea is good, there's one problem, and it kinda reflects my ideas on Echo Fighters. Riolu is shorter compared to Lucario, and unlike Pikachu and Raichu, they are about the same height. Riolu isn't compared to Lucario, so I have to scrap that one out the box. Okay, for the next one is Black Shadow from the F-Zero franchise, who was supposed to be an Echo Fighter for Captain Falcon. And unfortunately, I had to scrap that one out. Mainly due to one thing. I don't know what his fighting style will be. Unlike, Captain Falcon was also a gamble because if you think about it, F-Zero is a racing game and you don't really see Captain Falcon fighting at all in the whole game. The closest we got to Captain Falcon actually fighting was in his anime, or the F-Zero anime. So I can't predict a moveset for a certain character if I don't actually see him like fighting or doing anything else besides racing. So I had to scrap that character out faster than compared to the other characters. Okay, the next character I had to scrap was Roll from Mega Man, who was supposed to be an Echo Fighter for Mega Man. And as the comparison, as Roll does not look anything like Mega Man, she was a clone character from Marvel vs. Capcom, where she like kind of the weakest character in the whole game, but she's the shortest character in the whole game as she can duck and dodge a lot of attacks because of her short stature. But the reason why I scrapped this character, well, mostly because Well, mainly due to the fact that they don't really look alike. Mega Man and Roll don't look alike. And I can see you're having different heights, weight, a bunch of things. Okay, a little bit too many things. In fact, why even have her on the scrap idea? She's not even an Echo Fighter at this point. At best, she'd be like her own character. Maybe I should make a DLC list of franchises that deserve one more representative. And the last DLC rejected Echo Fighter idea I had was Miss Pac-Man, who surprisingly enough, the one character I did not think I would have to scrap. If it comes to Echo Fighter, people probably think of Mrs. Pac-Man as the representative for Echo Fighters because Mrs. Pac-Man and Pac-Man has a lot in common except for gender. I can think we can see them having the same moves, the same fighting style, the same everything. But there was one problem I came across. One very big idea or concept that I cannot figure out. And that would be Mrs. Pac-Man appearance or character design. And sure, Pac-Man is simple, but have you seen how many looks Mrs. Pac-Man took across her history or franchise? These are some of the pictures that I took a screenshot of in the Pac-Man Wikipedia page. This part is that's not even all of Mrs. Pac-Man's pictures. These are some of them. And I can see some of them. Mrs. Pac-Man has like a ponytail in some images. Or like a red bow instead of a pink bow. Or pink bow instead of red bow. In some pictures, she don't even have a ponytail at all. Or she just have a bow with no lipstick. It's confusing. I don't know which one Namco is going to choose. So, in fact, I don't even know if Mrs. Pac-Man ever appeared lately in game. And sure, she has not appeared in Ghostly Adventure, but that reboot is long gone. But you haven't seen Mrs. Pac-Man in a game recently, so I decided to scrap that out. Mostly due to I don't know who or which design Namco gonna choose. So, there you have it. This is the end of the video. I chose Daycon, Ampha, Raichu, Octoling, Alph, and Tails for this Echo Fighters pass. To be honest, I can see that happening compared to the assistant trophy idea I had. But it'll probably be like cheaper compared to the Fighters Pass, but at the same time is worth the money. But thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And see you guys next time.